I heard blondes have more fun, so you know I had to see some. Did you do a double take? You probably thought this was crochet, but this is what you get when you mix a bomb Flexi Rod set and a super glam makeup look. This slate is ridiculous, so make sure you stay tuned. We'll get right into it. I ain't holding back the secrets on this one. Now this is the Hearing Your Curls unit from HerGivenHair. This is one of their new styles and it features this 3C4A texture. And one of the first things I wanted to do was saturate the hair to loosen the curl pattern. And with my Aussie Miracle Curls conditioner, this is one of my favorites. I'm gonna go in with a super generous amount to supply moisture to the hair now that it is damp. And then I'm going to go through and detangle with my fingers, a Denman brush, and another detangling brush. And once you rinse that out, like, you will have straight goodness and you'll have like relaxed the curl. And you do get a little bit of shedding, but don't be concerned. Now as for the magic, so this unit started off as a middle part, but you know I love a mean side part. So I did a little left part and a deep set part so it extends into the crown. What y'all think about that? And here is the texture with no product and it is slightly damp. Now we're going in with Flexi rods. I have not done this in so long. I wanted to try my hand and use the olive oil wrap set mousse. Now y'all know I tried that product before, wasn't really a fan of it for installs, but for styling curls, oh, it's on point. Now for the best Flexi rod set, you want to detangle your section first and then apply the mousse. And of course you're going to evenly distribute that and use that detangling brush to further work the product through the section of the hair. Now look how defined the curls are. Even if you don't want to do a Flexi rod set, you have bomb options and the curl pattern is so on point and super springy. Now with my Flexi rod set bent in half, I'm going to place the bend at the midpoint at the very top of the section near the wefts. And you know, with a flick of the wrist, like, you really got to get comfortable and find your rhythm, but I am wrapping the hair very, very tightly around the Flexi rod set. Now you want to make sure that you really stretch out those curls so they lay flat against the surface of the Flexi rod, and secure the end of the section by bending the Flexi rods. That's super important so it stays in place and doesn't unravel. Now again, detangle, add the mousse, detangle again, and then add your Flexi rod. This is super easy. This is something anyone can do. I used a total of 24 Flexi rods because I'm extra, but you know what? I love curls and I wanted it to be super full and voluminous. Now I actually forgot I needed to go in and section out the hairline. Now this unit is already pre-plucked, pre-bleached, which is honestly, that's how you get the bang for your buck. But I wanted to go in and do a little bit of customization. Honestly, it's just what you see on screen. I did not do anything extra because honestly, I just wanted to get this done and you don't need to do that much. So they did a really excellent job at customizing this unit even for beginners. So now that we've got that hair tucked away, I'm going to finish off the rest of this unit, which is super easy. And what I will say is make sure that you guys are fully saturating the ends of the section with the mousse. You do not want it to be where there's not sufficient product because the ends will come out like sort of bristly, very like dry. It kind of like scatters, so you really, or frazzle rather. So make sure that you take that product all the way through the ends and make sure that the section lays flat against the surface of the Flexi rod. I can't say it enough, because they will give broom energy, okay? Now I did let this set overnight, so for more than 20 hours I let this set in place, but you can go ahead and blow dry it, but you definitely want this to dry completely. I just did this to start the drying process. And with the ORS olive oil sheen spray, I went in and did a very generous amount because this mousse really sets the hair. It feels very dry to touch. Since this is a nourishing spray, I definitely wanted to douse the hair with this. And then I'm following up with jojoba oil and I'm going to apply this directly to my hands. So anytime that you are going to be undoing your Flexi rods, working with hair that is set, you want to make sure that there's oil on your hands when you are manipulating those curls. And I'm just unwinding the Flexi rod Don't get too crazy. Be neat when you do this. I'm going in one direction. You can fix the direction of the curls later. The focus is about clean and neatly removing the flexi rods from the hair. Now with my finger, I'm going to go in and adjust the direction of the curl so it's laying correctly and laying flat and it doesn't look, you know, abrupt or like it's twisting and turning. Just make sure that it lays correctly, and direction is important when you are, you know, finishing up your style. Now, if you're anything like me, I love removing the lace near the ear tabs. This is one of my best tricks for beginners. I wanted to show you guys exactly how I do it. So do this because it'll lay so much neater when you go in to install your wig. Now I put her on. So now I finally got her on, and my first priority was to put a little heat on the section at the front near the hairline so that it lays more flat. They were very textured, so this is a step I highly recommend. And then you also want to make sure that you pin those curls away from this area because you want to slick the front edge of the hairline down. Okay, there's a method to my madness. Stick with me. And of course you want to take those loose hairs and pin them back before you go in and start removing the lace. Now I'm going to start working with the middle section. I work with this section because it is the easiest in case you make a mistake positioning your unit. I'm using the Got To Be Ultra Glued. This is a clear gel. I love the way this adheres. I like to switch it up, so any product you see me using, I highly recommend. And I'm following up with the high insta hold. Now this is everything. I love this combination of products. Just make sure that you clean up your area before you position your lace in place. But I'm using the blow dryer to get it a little bit tacky. You know the vibe, sis. And let me just tell you, this lace, you can't even see, like once I finish styling this, you can't see the lace. It's undetectable. This lace is so thin, it's so transparent. It works very well with my complexion. Girl, I'm so light. I ain't had no sun. I ain't been on vacation. So, you know, we just getting real light out here, but this works perfect. You know, if you have a deeper complexion, just use some sort of pressed powder or lace tint spray. You still have options, you know, so they are inclusive. Now, you know, around these parts, we do adult swoops, okay? No baby hairs, okay? We don't want the beach front on the hairline, okay? You know what I'm saying? So I did use the same gel that I used to install my unit just to do a little bit of a swoop. Very light. Be polite, okay? Be polite. Sometimes it's a little too aggressive with the swoop. So, you know, just be polite. Just take it light. And again, I didn't want my hairline to be on swim because honestly, I just want these curls to do the talking for me. Now this time I'm setting it in place with a satin wrap, okay? We're not using the elastic band, and this lace still melts, so it's not even a concern. Now, once I get my makeup together, again, I'm going back in with jojoba oil. You need to apply at least like a quarter size amount. Let me tell you something, because of the mousse and its setting power, like it hardens the hair. So you want to make sure that your hands are moisturized and hydrated. So one, you can supply that moisture to each curl as you are separating them, okay? But you don't want to induce or increase frizz. So you want to keep it as neat as possible. I'm telling you, this is the best flexi rod set I have ever done. These look amazing, and I wanted to do something different because there are so many ways in which you can style your units. I don't want you guys to think, oh, I got a curly unit, a textured unit, so I just have to wear it in its normal texture. No, you can manipulate it. You can add heat. You can do heat-free curls, and I love this option, so there's no heat involved. Like, sis, get into this. So for the girls who love to wear their natural hairline out, that's also an option. Even with the lace front, you have so many options. So the Hearing Your Curls unit is going on sale for the next 72 hours. You can get $45 off your purchase, okay? I'm wearing a cap size medium. This is the length 18. Okay, and again, this is a lace front wig. So there are wefts at the back, and you get a 13 by 6 frontal. Yes, we love that. So again, I'm just, I'm separating the curls and then using the concentrator attachment on my blow dryer to stretch out the hair near the base or near the knots so that I can lengthen the hair, get a little bit more of a longer look. And it just stretches the hair, honestly. Now, for those of you who are lovers of the Flexi rod sets, like, how did I do? Like, I feel like I went off. Like, I love to have a little flip over action, and I wanted to make sure that my deep set part was really accentuated. Again, the hot comb will always be your friend. Make sure you get one. I'll have it linked in the description box. And a little wax stick for razzle dazzle when you want a sleek, nourished, kind of hold and slick down. You don't want it to be rough and hard to touch. And if you have a wide tooth comb or a pick, you can use that to just add a little bit more volume and fluff out those curls, especially around my bang and near the crown and near the left side of the part. That was super important, and I added a bit of foundation to that part because one thing we're going to do, you're going to know that I have a very realistic part. I want you to think that this could potentially be my hair because, honey, I slayed this. So definitely let me know what you think. Did I do a damn good job? Share this with your homeboys and your homegirls. Give this video a thumbs up and head over to HerGivenHair to check out this unit. You get $45 off your purchase. Oh, and please, all details in the description box. Kiki with me in the comments because I want the Flexi rod set queens to let me know how I did. I'll see you in the next one.